Hi, I'm Cindy Harrison. Thank you for joining me in the studio tonight with my co-host, Melissa Reyes. And tonight, who am I? I'm Cindy Harrison. I am a decorative painter. I've been painting for 20 years, over 20 years. I've been teaching it for just about the same length of time. And I started with my local group of neighbors and built into now where I'm traveling around the country and teaching. So yes, I am available for travel teaching if you get a group of women together and you want to hire me. And you can hire me physically, I can be there, or now, by the magic of computers, you can have me like this and save on airfare and hotel. I've also been published in magazines throughout the US and Asia, and I am doing this weekly, complimentary art lesson because I want to share my knowledge with the world. So my mission is to teach the world to paint one brushstroke at a time. And to help me is my co-host, Melissa Reyes.
Hi everybody, I'm Melissa Reyes. I go by Ms. Meliz on social media, and I am in Southern California. Right now I'm in Los Angeles, and I am an artist and a writer and a talk show host for a Tinseltown show where I interview people who are superstars. So that's how I met Cindy. She's a superstar, and some of you in the room here are total superstars, and I'm so glad to know you. And I'm excited about painting because I want to find my inner Rembrandt.
Who's that?
Who's that? That's Miss Liz.
Hello.
How are you?
How you doing?
I'm doing. We're going to be starting our class now.
Okay.
So thank you for joining us.
Well, I've been waiting to die to see what you do.
Okay. Well, then I will show you. Tonight, if you could, let's see. I'm going to mute you until I'm through a couple steps, and then I'll unmute everybody, and everybody can talk. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so we have our handy dandy little canvases you can pick up at a hobby store. Sometimes they come in black, but tonight we're going to be working on white. And break open if you're doing it along with me, which I hope you are. If not, you can do it later and then post it on the Facebook page. We have a Facebook page that is Paint with Heart, and you can post it there. And these are really inexpensive, and you can actually buy little easels that accompany them. So you can put your little Rembrandt-inspired painting on an easel on your desk or anywhere because they're really tiny and they fit in most anywhere you want to put them. I'm going to start with white is a must-have. Everybody should have white in their palette. So I'm going to start with some white, put it out on my palette. And the next color I'm going to choose is going to be a light blue value. It's not as important that you know the name of the paint, although I'm a deco art helping artist, and so I always use these paints above all. And when I draw up a pattern packet for my students to follow, I always put the name of the paint that I used on that pattern packet for everyone to follow along with me. So put out a puddle of some blue. You can see my palette here. My puddles are about the size of a nickel.
I wanted to do these live programs because I want to share with you, the universe, the world, how to paint with very minimal effort.
It's like I hear someone talking to me, and I don't know if that's me talking, and it's an echo.
That's you. I think somebody's playing one of your videos. So
Oh, okay.
did everybody?
And anyone
Let's
can
see.
do it. I'm Linda. And so
Okay, I found it. Okay. So I'm going to take a flat brush, and it's a flat brush because it has a chisel edge. You can see that. So it's flat that way. I always prep it in water first and then take the water out. As you can see, I have dirty water. I'm going to take my brush into the white, and I'm going to paint about halfway down with this blue. And you can do it on both, you can do it on whatever surface you have. Whether you do it on wood, if you're gonna do it on wood, you probably wanna seal the wood first and sand it smooth, because wood is porous and it will suck up the paint like a stain, and it's not correctable. Once you put the paint on there and it sucks it up, it then becomes not correctable. Now I'm gonna pick up some blue, and I'm not putting it all the way across my brush. I don't know if you can see that. I'm only putting it about 3/4 of the way across my brush, starting at the top over the white, and I'm going to soften it down to nothing. So pick it up and soften it down. Do the same on this one, and this is while the white's still wet. So if you go beyond halfway, is it the end of the world? No, it's not. Okay, if you do go over the edge, make sure you wipe off. Now, if at any time, I have you all on mute, but at any time, if you have a question, please put it in the chat section, and I will answer you. And Melissa and I will be doing this on a regular basis on Thursday nights at 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific for the summertime. And once school starts, because Melissa works for a school, we will be changing our schedule to a weekend. And we will let you know, as long as you are on our email list, Paint with Heart, you can go to cindyharrisonart.com and scroll down. The middle section says Paint with Heart. You can get on our email list. Okay, now that we have that, go ahead.
All right, so you took the white paint and we're just painting over it with white. It's kind of hard to see on what color you want. Is that what you're doing?
I put white first, and then I put blue over it second.
Can you hold that up closer to the screen so I can see? So kind of blue across the top.
Yeah.
I got it. Okay, but everything else is white.
I didn't paint the bottom part yet.
Oh, gotcha. Thank you.
And I'm thinking for some reason my phone just doesn't want to pick up my face. It's not working tonight, but that's okay. You've got my hands. Okay, now for the bottom part.
I see your face, by the way.
Okay. I know this wasn't on the picture or the list, but if anyone has a sponge? Melissa, you have a sponge? That little rectangular one, maybe even?
I didn't bring it down.
That or a,
Paper towel.
you can do,
I have a
right. You have a cookie? I'm not sure you're gonna paint with a cookie, honey.
No. I had a sponge.
Okay,
But,
so
I have a paper towel.
I picked 3 colors of green. They are in what I would call the yellow-green family. So they lean more towards the yellow than the green. Shake them up and put a puddle of each color out. And a small puddle, doesn't have to be a big puddle.
This is so much fun.
Are you having fun?
Uh-huh. Whoop, big puddle.
Small puddle. Okay. I'm going to take this is a sea silk, and it's called a sea silk because the holes are very close together. They're very small and very close together. A sea wool sponge has larger holes farther apart.
That's what I had.
I'm going to start by putting my sponge into a puddle of paint. I'm going to go with the darkest one first. I like swirling and pouncing. Swirling and pouncing. This distributes the paint evenly across my sponge, so I don't have one big clump of paint like it looks there, but really it's not that bad. So swirl and pounce about 3 times. Now I'm going to go to my canvas and I'm going to start putting some foliage on. Make it uneven at the top. Can you see that? And we're going to go again. Some paint. You can, on the bigger, you can get a little heavier at the bottom.
What do I do if I don't have a sponge?
Use your deerfoot brush.
Okay, I have one.
So if you don't have a sponge, there's a deerfoot brush, and it's called that because it looks like a hoof, whatever. It has an angle. It has an angle here, and it's round, so it looks like a hoof. So what you do is you pick up the color, pounce it out here, and then you pounce it on the side. You pounce it on your piece. And if you do it gently enough, you'll get the same textured look as a sponge. It might be a little heavier, but you can accomplish close enough. Did you say something?
Oh, I forgot I was unmuted. I said, oh, all the way on the side?
Well, I was doing that to show you. You don't have to do that because you can probably frame it.
You do.
Look at Donnie's going to town.
I know, look at that. So I've got a little green, I've got a little blue.
Okay.
Look
So
at
I washed out my sponge a little bit, and now I'm going to go pick it up some of the lighter green color, and I'm going to repeat this, but I'm going to stay at the top of my piece and like maybe go through the middle. On the little one, I'm just going to stay at the top. And then I'm going to wash and repeat with the lighter green value. So my middle green value didn't show up enough because there wasn't as much of a value change as it needed to be. I bet you though with this lighter green, it is gonna sizzle. Watch this. So now you got some definition in there. I don't know, can you see that?
yes, it's beautiful. You want to see mine?
Yes. Where is it? Hold on. I need to go find you. Ooh, let's look at Donnie's.
Well, how did you do that?
Awesome. I spotlighted you. You're in the spotlight. Woo! Missy's turn. Ooh, look. Oh, beautiful. Now take some dark on the toe. Okay, so this is the, when you look at this, right? This is the toe. This is the heel. So on the toe.
Because I can't see you.
On the toe part, which is the longest part, pick up some of this dark color on the toe, and then we're going to go in and we're going to form little pockets of darkness.
Pockets of darkness.
I'm going to turn it upside down because I work really better upside down.
Upside down, yes.
So, and see how it starts, look at that movement going on there.
I don't know, Cindy.
You can do it.
I don't know. I only put 2 colors so far. Should I put the other color?
Yeah.
Well, probably not.
And you can even see what happens. It's a different texture. It's a little heavier when you're doing it with the Deerfoot brush, but it's still doable.
Oh, too much water.
So I kind of wanted to err on the side of light, but oh well, we're getting dark here. But see the movement when you start adding that darker color. Okay. So, how did everyone find us today? Which end of the Deerfoot do we use? I'm using the longest tip, or what would be known as the toe. The part that is the longest hairs and they flare out. That's the part I'm using. I'm putting the paint right on that. And then when I put it down on my surface, I do put all the hairs down, but the only hairs that have paint on it will be the ones on the toe. I'll demo it again because I want some more dark green on my little piece. So,
Can you spotlight your...
spotlight, you gonna do it?
I haven't figured it out.
You click on the square,
Uh-huh.
click on the square, and then you should get mute my audio spotlight. There you go. Okay, so there's my brush. I'm going to dip the toe, just the toe, in the paint. If you want to go this way and dip the toe in the paint that way, you can do it that way too. And then pounce. And then give it a second to focus in. And then tap it on.
Ah! I overstepped.
No, that happens. Okay.
Oh, how...
What do you got?
I don't know. When I look at yours, it's so pretty. Mine is...
If you have a liner brush, you can add some grasses. I have a liner brush here, and I'm going to take some water out and go and make this kind of ink consistency. Again, I find things easier to draw them toward me, so I'm going to put in a few grasses here and there. And we can go and do different colors of green if you want.
Cindy,
Yes.
when I use my liner brush, it flattens out. And so I start off with a really fine line, and then I've got a really fat one.
Okay. Show me, let me spotlight you, honey, and show me how you are applying it to the canvas.
Okay, so here I am, and I'm going like this. and see, and then it just gets fatter and fatter as I go along.
Okay. I believe what you're doing, and I'll spotlight me for a second. I believe what you're doing is, if this is my canvas,
Yes.
you're doing this.
Yes. Yes.
Do this.
Oh.
Try that. So don't anchor your arm to the table. And I use my pinky as my distance, as my guide for the distance between the brush and the pressure of the brush on the canvas. And I draw like that.
My paint is still wet.
Oh. Blow dryer, honey. Blow dryer.
Yes, ma'am. The blow dryer is not plugged in because I've been doing encaustic all week and I haven't switched so we'll have to do this.
Yeah, after the program is over, I'll go get mine and show everybody. My Grammy's art that she sent me. It's so beautiful.
I forgot.
That's okay.
I was going to say, I will stop talking now, but you know me, I don't stop talking. That's why I muted myself.
Yep, no. I don't mind. I'm going to pick up some darker of the greens and maybe throw in a few of those if they show up. If they don't show up, then I'm going to go to the really darker one. Yeah, the medium value doesn't show up, so I'm just going to pick up the darker one and throw some of those in there. Now, these can also be stems that our flowers are growing off of. Sometimes they're going to be thicker and whatever. Maybe what you need to do, Donnie, is find a thinner liner brush. So I use what they call, this is probably a 1, but I tend to use a 20-aught or a 10-aught, 10/0, 20/0. And they're like 1 hair, 2 hair.
Yeah, this is a 2/0.
Yeah, so you're using a relatively larger liner. This
Okay.
is going to be smaller than that even. So, and they can go over your hills. So, see what we got, a little garden growing there? Want me to show you how to make a cloud?
Yes.
I'm going to load the toe of my little mini deerfoot brush into the white. And I'm going to pounce it. And then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to do, and then drag. And drag. Can you see those?
Jeez, those are so tiny.
And this is a 3x3.
Yeah. Honey, that's half the size of what I'm working on.
That's so beautiful. So how did you do it again?
So I picked up the color white on just the toe
Of the deerfoot. Okay.
of the deerfoot. And then it's a mini deerfoot.
Oh.
And if this is what you do is you pounce
Mm-hmm.
in an irregular shape like so, and then you just scratch it across the surface.
That's so exciting. Oh my god, I've never done this before. Okay.
Now that's just one way of making clouds. There's many ways of making them. And I host a collection of artists on purelyacrylics.com. We do sessions where you can get 12 to 24 artists teaching you their techniques. So you could have 10 artists doing clouds and every one will be different. Each one will show you a different way of making a cloud or a tree or whatever. It's really cool. So anyways, so far there we are on that. Now for the time being, bless you. Oh, let me see. I'm going to spotlight Melissa. Let me see. Spotlight.
Turn my light.
Oh, don't move.
Oh, look at that! Don't move!
Oh,
That's fantastic!
so artistically, you should have 3 clouds.
Why?
3. I didn't do 3 here, I know, but mine don't look like eyeballs. So,
Okay, I can take it.
no,
You do look like eyeballs.
the one that's on the left, I'm assuming. Hold it up again and show me. Now, which hand is holding that?
My left hand.
Okay, so the one that's on the left is a little too roundish. No, that one. Yeah, so elongate the bottom a little bit. Make, like, if you just did 1 pounce to the center, towards the center side of that cloud, it would be enough. 1 light pounce. Let's see.
Didn't do anything.
Did you put enough paint on the brush? On the toe?
No.
Now, you can always go back there with some of the blue.
Mm-hmm.
If I take the toe and put some blue on here, yep, that's better. I can come in underneath it and I can add some straight blue as well. And reshape it if I have to.
Yeah, how's that?
Oh my God, that's gorgeous.
I'm excited.
That is so gorgeous.
So much fun.
So you can add some blue streaks like I just did. Oh, spotlight. And if anyone else is painting with us, I would love to spotlight you. Just let me know. Spotlight. So I did a blue streak there and it might be too bright. So guess what we do with that one?
A little white over it.
No, you take your watered down brush and you just kind of
Spread it around.
and see it.
Oh my goodness.
And the next best thing is a Q-tip. Q-tips, I spit on them and I just wash it right off. I don't want it there. Okay, now these are very tiny, so I'm going to put those aside for a second. Isn't that cute? It's like, look at that on top of each other. I can glue them that way. I'm going to work on a piece of paper and I'm going, if I put this here, at least that's something to focus on. Okay, I'm going to show you how to do different flowers on the paper and then you can decide which ones are going to live in your garden, okay? Nobody's home. Hold on, I'm going to mute myself because it's my husband.
All right, so I'd like to see what everybody's doing. Well, Cindy's on the phone, so if you can hold up your screen, hold up your picture to the screen. Sure. That's awesome. Everybody hold theirs up. And wait, I'm going to take a picture with my phone here. It's going to be on Snapchat. Oh my gosh, look at that. Nani, Morgan, thank you so much for sharing. This is so cool.
That is beautiful.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to mute everybody again.
Okay, so. Hi, okay. Now I'm gonna go and show you how to do these flowers again, like I said, I'll show you on paper and then you can decide how you want, what flowers you want to live in your garden. I'm going to start by using a round brush. And I'm going to pick up some white on my brush. If you think, I'm going to do a daisy first. Picture your center of your daisy. Then we're going to do a petal that's going to be wider at the top and narrower at the bottom. We'll add one to the right, one to the left. So they're all going to be leading toward the center of the center, okay? Pick up the next one, and they can be overlapping if you want them. When you get to this point, you're saying, okay, we have to make a decision. I don't think we're looking down at it aerial view at 12 o'clock, okay? If we were looking down at a daisy at 12 o'clock, the center would be round, correct? We're looking at it on an angle. So this petal here might not be as large or as full as those petals because we're starting to look at it as on an angle. I definitely have to do something about the cameras. Focus, okay. The next petals are going to be a side view, like so. See that? So that's looking at petals straight on. We know that they're going into the piece, but that's not the way we're seeing them. So with our brush, we can start by loading our brush, and if I do it this way, we're going to put it flat to the surface and wiggle it. And as we pull it down towards the center, I gently twist and lift off. I'll show you again. Flat to the surface, gently twist and lift off. Flat to the surface, wiggle, 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 lift and twist off. When you get down to these, it's not as big a twist. The ones on the bottom, we're going to go straight across. Just sit it down and lift off. So I set it down, lift off, set it down, lift off, set it down, lift off. If you want to add a little bit of a shade to those, you can take some of your green and you can pull up and I watered it down a little bit. And I don't know if you can see it, but I've got a little bit of green. Can you tell even? Probably not because it's still too white. But I did put some green in there. Now let's go back to pick out a yellow. Or I can wait a second. Is everyone with me or?
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm just going to go ahead and unmute everybody. As long as Donnie doesn't start singing no.
The hills are alive.
Oh, God. Okay.
And they are.
Just say practice.
Okay. I unmuted everybody, so you can. If you want me to spotlight you, you can. If you have people in the background making noise, though, you probably want to mute yourself. Okay. So you got your daisies out. Let's spotlight. Let's see.
Oh my gosh, I made a daisy, Cindy.
Look at that.
Oh, you did your center without even me telling you how to do it. Look at you go.
I always jump ahead in school.
That's okay. You can do that. Okay. So, yes, like Donnie already did, I'm going to go in and load up my brush with my Deerfoot brush with the yellow, and I'm going to pounce that in there. And I probably should have put it on before I put the 3 bottom ones on. But it's okay. It doesn't matter. It's all good. Good. Does that help?
Okay. No whistling.
No, it's
Got
not.
earbuds on.
I'm sorry. You know, once you get me started with the music, it doesn't stop. I will put my headset on mute.
Just hum.
Okay.
Hum a little song.
So now if you want to lighten that up, again, with your Deerfoot brush, pounce on the white and just hit the tops. And that'll lighten that up. That's your daisy. Now, I told you I'd show you how to do yarrow, right? I'll show you the difference between yarrow versus geranium versus hydrangea. Boom, boom, boom. Okay?
Okay, I wouldn't know those different flowers if I saw them planted in a garden.
Maybe when you see them, you'll recognize them.
Okay. A
What?
yarrow.
I've never heard of a yarrow. Is that a Japanese car?
You're so funny.
Aw.
Okay. So the stem of the yarrow is sort of kind of like this. The stem of a Queen Anne's lace, for instance, kind of like that. Kind of like a menorah. I mean, can I get this to focus in on something here? Okay. Then a geranium is sort of like a Queen Anne's lace, but I would do it straight and not this rounded menorah thing going on. This goes outward. This kind of goes straight up. And then a hydrangea is going to be this, but without the stems. Okay, so we have yarrow, Queen Anne's lace, geranium, and hydrangea. Okay? Yarrow. Put your stems in using your liner, and if a dark or one of your greens, 1 or 2 of your greens, whatever it takes. And then you make them curved. You can start at the top and curve out, curve up. And I'm not being particular because this is piece of paper. Okay, so I was gonna go on, but I'll stop there.
Ooh.
Now, that's chartreuse yellow. So now we're going to take our Deerfoot brush again. You can use a bigger one or a smaller one.
Okay, I'm buying me a Deerfoot brush.
Aha! I should
After-
have. Did you put your return address on the?
On the postcards? No.
Oh well, then how can I send you a Deerfoot brush if you send me your address? You can text me your
I'll
address.
text it to you.
Okay. So again with this, again with only loading the tip.
Tip.
And pouncing it in. Now I'm going to do like a rainbow pillow. So the point of it is I want it to look like Donald Trump's head, okay? I thought it's a comb over. It looks good to me. What? So I'm going to pounce it like a comb over.
I love that.
Oh, wow.
Okay?
Yarrow.
Yarrow.
That makes me so happy. Almost as happy as the cloud.
Now, if you keep your brush, you can get another paper towel here. I'm going to wipe it off, but I'm not getting rid of all the yellow, and pick up the white on the tip, pounce that in, and then you can come in here and you can pounce the white on the top of that and just
Highlight?
yeah, that's your highlight. Now, Queen Anne's lace, take that same brush, tipped in your white, and I should wash it out. Get the yellow out. You don't want yellow in your Queen Anne's lace. Get the yellow out, but tip it in that white, and then keep it more to the top. If I had done my that's Queen Anne's lace. So that one goes across the top and kind of stays to the top here. Whereas a yarrow is the comb over.
Got it.
The geranium, if I need to slow down, just tell me to stop, okay? The geranium, let's put the stem in on the geranium. What have I got here? I've got light. Let's go back to yellow, olive green. I've got olive green.
Well, that's why I couldn't find it.
And I will do plantation pine again. I like the colors.
Cindy, tell me again the name of these paints. They're called who?
They're called Deco Art.
Deco Art. Okay.
So,
Next one flower she's gonna do is geranium.
okay, so that's my cousin David, right?
Yes, ma'am.
How you doing?
Okay. How you doing?
I'm doing. You getting ready for another family reunion up here
Yep.
next year? You getting your plans all together?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boy.
This was a cousin who we didn't even know we existed as cousins until not too long ago, right? Year or two years?
About 2 years.
Yeah. And we found each other, and he came up and visited last year for the first time, and we had a bunch of our relatives from around here come over, and we had a big family reunion, and it was just fantastic. I thought we had a lot of fun. I enjoyed it.
Oh, I did. I can't wait to go back up and see you guys again.
It was awesome.
It was awesome. And we did open the pool again, but we need a water delivery because of the drought. So we can't fill it with our well. So we'll have the pool open again for you next year. Okay, so I have my stems. This one kind of goes up and is a Y, and it's very linear, or you know what I mean?
Yes.
This one went outward. This one came up like a top. Hello, welcome.
That's me again.
And I'm showing the different kind of flowers you can create with one or two brushes, probably 2 brushes. So now that we have our little Y-shaped thing, we're going to pick up, for this instance, we're going to pick up a thicker round if you have it, or a very small filbert if you have it. And if you'd like to know what a filbert looks like, I will show you.
I want to know what a filbert looks like.
So a filbert brush is a flat that doesn't have any corners. So it's a flat, but it has a rounded tip. You see that? I think on these little mini canvases, you'd have to have a really mini filbert, but.
I'm waiting to see how you put these flowers on your mini canvas.
Okay.
But do the geranium first.
Oh, you want the geranium first?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to pick up a salmony color, bright salmon as a matter of fact. And let's pick up some deep burgundy to go with that. That might, I don't know, we'll see what happens. I only have 700 bottles of paint. Okay, I am going to, you can see my thing over here. I'm going to pick up some of the deep burgundy, and it's kind of on the top of my brush. So I'm going to take my paper towel and I'm going to wipe that off on both sides. And then, you know, fingernails, your fingernails, when you do the French manicure,
Yeah.
it's just on the tips.
Tip.
On the tip of this fingernail, I'm going to go into the puddle and pick up the color. It's not on this side, it's only on this side.
Okay.
Then I'm going to do a sit down and lift. Well, now we're not seeing the burgundy yet. You can see that. But I'm going to sit down and lift and make it into like 4 petals. So if I load with the burgundy, tip in the salmon, then I can do these things that you can do 2 petals, you can do 4 petals on the outside. Sometimes all it takes is 1 petal, and you're going to overlap them.
It's a hydrangea.
What is a hydrangea? It's typically, I mean, they come in different colors. It could be red, it can be pink. I've seen white ones, I think, and it's a bunch of little blossoms that make up one big blossom. But they typically sit on the top of the stems.
I got excited because I found my little filbert.
Yay!
This long.
Yay. But see it?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So it sits on the top of the stems. And then with your, if you have a stylus or some kind of dot making thing, you can pick up some color and you can stick the color in the center of a few of the blossoms.
Right.
I'll have to see if.
Now this is going to be on the big side for our canvas, but that's,
That's geranium.
So, are we ready? Did you do one, Melissa?
No, it took me the whole time to find the brush.
Well, go
Oh,
ahead,
she found the brush.
and that's very important. So go ahead and try it, and I'll go over to Donnie. Let me see what you did. Did you do one?
Well, honey, I'm sitting here just watching. I'm fascinated.
Okay.
I don't have the brushes to do this.
But you can do it with your round brush that you have.
I've got a little round brush here.
Sandra, are you painting with us? Sandra? Okay. And let's see.
I don't know who's Lucci. Lucci. Hogan, are you painting? Let's see what you got.
I haven't done it yet because
It's a lot. Oh, look at this though.
Hold on. Just keep it there. Oh, look at that. Okay, awesome.
Awesome.
You've got the shapes correct. So go ahead and splotch some paint on there.
Okay, so I'll show you then what I have.
Okay.
This is before I started looking for the silver.
Oh, look at that. Okay. So on the yarrow,
Yeah.
don't put the yellow behind the stems. Keep the yellow on top of the stems like a comb over. Right. Right.
My deer foot was too big.
And you have like 2 Ys. You have a stem up the center on the yarrow and 2 Ys rather than having it all come from one like an umbrella.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, with all these details, it's you can watch or do, but it's hard to watch and do. So I'm getting the hang of it. I love it if you did everything twice.
Yep.
Okay.
And that's what's nice about videos. My videos, you can stop them and replay them over and over again. Cheryl, let's see. I muted Cheryl. I'm going to unmute Cheryl. Cheryl,
yeah.
I'm going to spotlight you. Did you do one?
Well, I did, but I was waiting to see how you're going to do it on the canvas.
Yeah, we will. Cheryl, you are a beautiful woman. Stop that silliness. Yeah, we'd rather be looking at your boobs than your face, Cheryl.
No, you said that wrong. You said that wrong. You meant my face rather than my boobs, Cindy.
Yeah, show me again.
I know they're online.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's beautiful.
But I didn't know what we're doing. We're doing some down here where you can see them better.
You can, yep. What you can do is make them bigger. You can pick one and make it and spot that one. If you know what I mean. So how'd you do, Moochie? I mean, you want us to call you Moochie or do you have a name?
It's Terry, but I'm not sure if you can hear me.
Okay,
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. My yarrow kind of looks like, I don't know what.
Let's see. Oh, cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Yeah, no, you got it. You got the shape right. If you want to make it a little thinner when you get it to your canvas, you know, so it's not so, hold on. I got to find me now. Find me.
Oh, crap.
Hey, none of that. So instead of making it this, you know, like that thick, make it like more like that. Like an upside down, like a frown, like a clown frown.
Okay.
So you can make it a little thinner, but you'll be fine. It's going to be beautiful. So David, are you guys painting with us?
No, we're just watching right now.
Because I noticed we don't have a camera on.
No, not yet.
Okay, and Sandra, we don't know if Sandra's painting with us or not.
Can you show
Okay.
geranium again?
I'll just mute this.
You want the what? Geranium?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So I loaded it with a darker color. I tipped it in the lighter color. And I'm making little petals by just smushing my brush down on the surface.
I've only seen your face. I should be
Oh,
that.
sorry.
Okay. I'm sorry. I need 3 hands and 3 computers.
It's like, where's my co-host?
I know, I'm supposed to be the co-host.
Okay. So if you want to do just 2 petals, you do 2. If you want to do, you know, you can even do them on their side kind of thing if you want to do that. But it's like 4 petals in a cluster, unless you're dealing with outside petals and you're only seeing 2. Like that. Does that make sense? That help? So basically, I'm just pushing the brush down and dragging it a little bit. Pushing the brush down and dragging it a little bit. So Donnie doesn't have a filbert, so she can go and find a thicker round brush. So this is my round brush. And I can do the same thing. Pick up some of the color, tip the color, and then you can scooch it. So I scooch it. Too much water in my brush. scooch it, scooch it. You see that, Donnie? So I'm just gonna, same thing, only they're a little narrower. And that's probably what I'll use from my mini canvas. Okay. Hydrangea. Don't know what color I should use. I'm going to use this. I'm going to use purple and blue for right now. Same brush, same loading, same technique here, but instead of seeing your veins here, I'm going to give me a straight vein here, straight stem. Okay. We're going to create the whole cluster. So I'm going to start with a darker color background. Let me see if I can do this. If I put this color all over a smudgy ball, make a ball. See the ball? See Dick and Jane throw the ball? Watch Jane run into the street and get hit by a car. No. Anyways. So we have a ball. Now we're going to go and pick up some of the blue on our brush and tip the toenail or fingernail in the white and start to wipe some of that white off and start to make those little strokes that we were making before. But obviously this is a very large brush for this little tiny hydrangea. And it really does go all the way around in a ball format. And if you want to go on the side, you can go on the side. If you want to add some of the purple, you can add some of the purple in there. And as they dry, you can add more.
And then how are you doing the bottom? Are you just, I mean, in the angle, what's, so, because the top's kind of like coming down. It's the bottom like going
Up, up, yeah.
Okay.
Let me put some darker color in there so that you can get
I
better.
was going to say, you can't, I mean, that just, you covered all that up.
Almost all of it. I'm going to get a darker purple.
I don't have the same definition that you do.
Okay. I'll do it with the round brush. So if I go in and I smush, okay, so I'm smushing 2 round petals together, or 3, or typically, the full is 4.
Right.
Don't have if you're only seeing it from the outside of this ball, you might only see 2. You might only see 1, depending on the angle of how you're looking at it. All of these ones here, and they kind of overlap each other. And you might see 3. But you might find that what you end up doing is overlapping them and missing some. But I'm not making a good ovals there, but that's kind of the way I'm doing it. So you start and you make 1.
Saying, lady.
What?
Not one word. Breaking up so bad.
I am?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. So I'm going to tip it in the blue, and I'm going to change up the colors so you can see how. And again, it's not rocket science in the sense that there's no wrong or right. You just put it on there and see what you get.
Good grief. The style that I paint with, Cindy, I have got loads and loads and loads of flat brushes. They've gotten bigger and bigger as I've moved along in my style. If I'm going to keep doing this, I'm going to have to go buy a whole different set of brushes.
No, we don't always just do painting with brushes. Sometimes we do everything.
So you have a flat brush, you say. Okay, let's see.
Yeah, I've got all kinds of flat brushes.
Let me see what I can give you with a flat brush. I have a flat brush. It's a yucky one, but it's flat nevertheless.
That would be mine.
So you start off by painting your background circle, right? You've got that.
Right.
Now you're going to go and on a diagonal, not flat, but on a diagonal. Let me see if it shows up better this way. See it? So I loaded the brush.
Mm-hmm.
I put it on my surface. I squeegee up and I squeegee down.
Down. Uh-huh.
Squeegee down. Squeegee up, squeegee down. Go like this, go like that, go like this, go like that. So I'm like, can you see the pressure I'm putting on? I'm setting it down and then bringing it back up. Set it down, bring it back up. And I'm moving it. That help?
That helped.
So you can still, and I actually like the shape of that better. But so let's see what else I can show you. Chive.
Say it again.
Chive.
Like
in chives.
green onions and chives?
Yeah.
Wow.
They have long long
Wish
stems.
I could hear you. I can see it. It's a wonderful tutorial, but I cannot hear you. It's breaking up so bad.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
I wonder if it's her bandwidth.
Yep.
Yeah. Maybe try turning off other programs. Do you have friends in the background?
Does anybody else have problems with the audio?
Mm-mm.
No.
Okay. So yeah, it could be if you've got other programs on your computer or phone or iPad or whatever you're on working, sometimes that will do it, internet connection. So anyways, the chive.
I'm on my phone.
Oh, you're on your phone. Okay. Is anyone else using their phone besides Melissa and I? No. Okay. So it could be the phone. Melissa and I are using our phone, but we're not using it to listen to. We're just using it to see. So we don't know if we're getting a breakup or not. I know my phone sometimes actually will like cease to broadcast. So I don't know why, but that's what happens. Okay. Chive. Chive's purple. Yes. And I'm going to do my Deerfoot brush again, and I'm going to load it in the purple, and I'm going to tip the toe like I did with the geraniums and the hydrangea into the white. And then I'm going to pounce the circle. That makes sense? So that's what you get. And always keep the toe up and you come down. Don't go around in a circle. We're not going around in a circle. keeping the toe straight up when we do this. We're going to, I'll do another one. Keep the toe in the same direction. You see?
Yeah.
What else would you like to know? Delphinium?
Oh my gosh, you're showing off now.
That's the way I feel about it.
Yeah.
Okay, Cindy, I want to, so are you, because these are great, the illustrations are great, but how, I mean, I'm painting on a 6x6 canvas, and I don't know that I can get these flowers on it, so.
We're not going to do all of them.
No.
No way you can do all of them. However, daisies, right? Those are the easiest ones. I'm going to go to my smaller liner brush, smallest one I can do. And I'm gonna tuck the daisy. That's a partial daisy. Then we can have a full daisy. We can go over here and we can have the beginning of this daisy. So, I mean, maybe I'll make this one a full one over here. So then we can go in our yellow and pick up our yellow. Again, I'm still using this liner brush.
A little tiny liner brush.
And I'm just going to pop.
All right. So I have this new thing, speaking of Vegas. If you have signed up,
Vegas? Wait, I am.
I'd like to go to Vegas.
once a month, pay once a month, and you will get first look and first pick of all the things before anybody else sees them. There is a Google Doc on my page. I'll bring it up to the top.
Okay. So that's how you get those daisies in there, and then you can take
the liner and do the stems.
And do the stems or different colors, and then I do little sit-down leaves if you want. A sit-down leaf basically is either a round or a flat. You take your paintbrush and you sit it down and lift off, sit it down and lift off, kind of like those hydrangea leaves. With a geranium leaf though, I'm gonna scooch it in and I'm gonna twist it around. And I'll scooch it in and twist it around. And then I'm gonna take my dark color and scooch it around this way and in there.
Wow.
This is not very good, but it gives you the idea. I don't know if you can see it. Hold on.
Yeah.
It's sick, but that's kind of what it is. So if you did the whole thing in this color and then you went back in with the lighter color and cut it out. Because they're two-toned. So anyways, that, or with a flat brush, you load your brush and you flatten it out and twist and turn. Flatten out, twist and turn. Again, it's crazy, but load your brush.
Cindy, I am going to have to go. I've got, this has just been so what I want to know is you're going to post a link to the video someplace?
Yes.
Someplace and that'll be on your Facebook page?
Facebook, yes.
Yeah,
The paint.
and then we'll put it on Facebook.
Yeah, we'll post a link on Facebook when it gets uploaded.
Okay. Excellent. Absolutely excellent.
So where are you at? Let me just spotlight you before you go.
Oh, I'm
Show
you
me.
see my awful hydrangeas.
Oh, yes.
But it got better. It definitely got better.
Yep.
And I will put flowers on my canvas tomorrow. It's 7:45 and It's getting on to bedtime. I've got to go start doing all of that. And
Okay.
I not wear my good clothes when I do this because these are not the clothes that I paint in.
Oh, but you look nice.
But you look
Thank you.
beautiful.
Thank you. It's been lovely, Cindy. Thanks.
Thank you, Donnie. I'll talk to you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay. Look at how beautiful.
Kind of fun.
Okay, so let's go over to, okay. Now that those are in there, let's put some yarrow in. Take your little deerfoot brush. Need some more yellow. Everyone following along? Do I have anyone that has questions?
Okay, so what you're doing again, let's see. Deerfoot, yellow.
Yeah, and we make it like a comb over.
Yellow.
I like doing things in odd numbers. It's more pleasing to the eye, so do like three of them. Remember, your highlight is tipped in white. You can go back and depending on if you've got dark in an area, you can, I don't like how I did that, but that's okay. You need to make the lines thinner. So you bring this line down and then you bring your yarrow stems into it. If they don't show up, then you need to go to a different color green.
Really?
What?
I don't know. It's just so much fun.
It's okay, you're doing fine.
It looks like magic.
You're doing fine.
Yeah.
Sometimes the white doesn't show up, so you need to add a second application. Okay. Kind of a sick looking daisy there, but it's okay. Let's put another right here. It won't look so sad. If you start to get too many, just separate them with the darker green. So you see that? I separated them with the darker green because they were getting too close.
Wow.
Okay, let's see. Let's do some Queen Anne's lace.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make sure the water is out of your brush because boy, that really puts puddles on there and annoys me. Okay, so let's see. Queen Anne's lace. Let's look back at our thing. It's rounded. So I'm going to bring it down in front. We can bring some over here. Now the light doesn't show up on the light area, so let's do dark on the light area. And we'll do another one over here. That's going to be just with our white. If you don't have a deerfoot brush to do that with, you can use a round or a liner brush, and you're just going to be tapping a lot. Keep that white tapped on the top. So I'll show you with the round. Tap, tap, tap on the top. See? So the yarrow goes around. Mix some of that in here. Yarrow goes around. And the Queen Anne's lace stays on top. I'm thinking that maybe I don't need a geranium or a hydrangea, but I would like some color. So I'm thinking I'm going to do some chive. And again, we can take the round brush if you want, do a little circle. You can do a few of them. Tip your brush in either the white or a light blue.
What is this now? Geranium?
I'm doing the chive
Oh, the chive.
because I just felt like I didn't have enough room to put a geranium.
Okay. Colonial blue.
Pretty. That's pretty.
Oh, thank you, Cheryl. That was Cheryl, right?
No, it was Lisa.
It was Lisa. Thank you, Lisa. You sounded like Cheryl. So,
Cheryl's staying under the radar.
oh, okay. You can do that. I know you're there. No. So again, if you don't have a deerfoot brush, just tap it in with your round or liner and keep it on the top. So if we want a pot of geranium, I would go in and have look at my guide that tells me the geranium is stemmed to like a letter Y. So you have a Y, and I'll put a Y over here because they usually come in clusters, right? So we usually have them different heights. So if we have a cluster of geranium over here, and I'm doing all one color right now because I need to just set in the general shape of, and I'm doing each, if you can tell, I'm doing each individual petal, just kind of sitting it down. But I don't want to cover my stem. My stem is growing. rounded on the top. So let's go pick up some darker value and we'll stick some darker value in there. Now, if you don't have a medium or a light and a dark value, guess what? Add white. That will lighten up any color you have. To darken it, you can add black or an earth tone color. And that will create a darker value. You can even add opposite. The opposite of red is green. You can even add green to red to make it darker. It might, that's the only problem with red and green though, it might make it more brown. So if you don't want to change the color, go to a dark orange, go to a darker yellow. But if I picked up some white and mixed it in with my salmon color, I can make a lighter salmon color and just hit a couple of the top petals. Oops.
Okay.
Hold on. I'm having fun. Okay, so when it's far away, they look like geraniums. When it's up close, it doesn't look like so much. Let me see what we got here. Look at that. Oh, isn't that pretty?
Not bad, huh?
Don't be afraid to bring the yarrow a little further frowny. You don't, you don't have any jowls over here. You need the jowl. You stopped like here. Hold on, let me spotlight me. Okay, you stopped like here. You need to bring it down.
I see. Okay, I see. Well, I put the, okay.
Go ahead.
I put the yellow first.
Yep, so bring the yellow down. Bring the yellow down
Okay.
on the sides.
But look at that one.
That's beautiful.
I'm happy. Came out really good.
So guess what I forgot? Take your stylus.
Oh, a little dot.
Take your stylus with the white and go and dot in your Queen Anne's lace.
I have a bamboo stick.
Yep. You have a stylus?
I don't have it down here.
Showing you.
I'll have to go upstairs.
Okay. So now I'm gonna go take and I'm gonna stick some dots in my hydrangea.
So the dots are in the Queen Anne's lace too?
The dots are white in the Queen Anne's lace and they're green in the hydrangea and the geranium. So if I go and load my flat brush with the dark and light green, keeping the light on the inside, and I squiggle, I can make a geranium leaf. If I try the other way, what will happen? Maybe we need to try it the other way.
Oh, wow. That was nice.
Well, you're showing something else now.
I'm trying to do a geranium leaf to actually. See those?
Yeah, that looks great.
So I just took the flat brush. I'll take a bigger one. And I loaded half of it in the dark and half of it in the light. And you go like this and do like a fan. Do a fan.
Okay. I see it at the bottom too. I don't bring it up too.
Okay. So back to this. We can add some more daisies. Can we see? I'll show that one still. And if you don't know where your daisies are going to live and the angle to which you need to do the petals, go ahead and put down your yellow dots first. And that will kind of give you an idea where you want your daisies to live. You can draw. And go back in and do the centers after. But pretty much, these are the, I think, easiest flowers to. We can do one straight on if we want. It could be facing us. Sunflower, oh, we could, in the fall, we're gonna do one with sunflowers. Let's do one that has some petals that are falling off.
It's getting even more fancy.
Do you know that the daisy and the coneflower are the same type of, similar, have a lot of similarities, so that if I were to do a coneflower, I would start with, for sake of what I have out here for paint, it should be brown, but I'm going to do a green tuft. Can you see it? No, let's see. Let's do, so a green tuft. It's the shape of,
Wonder Twin Towers?
like that. Okay. And then for the petals, they're the same kind as the daisy petals, but they start at the bottom and they go up towards the center. That's a coneflower. You see that?
Oh, yeah. That's pretty.
That's a coneflower. So we could have some of those. We just don't have brown on our palette, so therefore. Harder to create. Okay. I was going to say, if you don't, the reason why I had this in the picture is if you don't have a coneflower, a deerfoot brush, you could use a foliage brush. This is a foliage brush. But the other thing I like about this brush is if I wanted, say, a weeping willow, I could do it with this, or I could do it with, but I can have a tree coming into my painting.
Wow.
You can also use this to have a viney thing growing up the side, and then we could, wisteria. So say I don't like this, what I just put on, guess what? Take your dampened face paper towel and just wash it off. First I'm going to wash off my daisies too, because they were wet. Okay. So now I gotta go back and put my daisies back in. Oh, that's what happens. It's okay. It's all good. So it's what's nice is it's correctable and you can do a hole in here. You can erase it if you will, sort of kind of erase it and then start over. Let's see. A little bit of sunshine there. So Wisteria.
Yeah, it's much fun.
Can you see that?
Oh. Is that great?
Oh, it could be grape. It could be grapes if you want it to be grapes. Or it could be Wisteria. So I'm thinking that I should have some flowers down here. And maybe I want to do the chive. So I'll put a few of the...
Dry.
Huh?
You want to do the dry? It's a dance. It's not.
I'm going to tip it in some white. Pick up a lighter purple. Don't be afraid to brush mix. So, like I said, if you don't have a foliage brush or a deerfoot brush, don't be afraid to use the brushes you have and manipulate them in a way that creates the desired look. And for the chive, I'm going to take, in this case, some dark green, and I'm going to draw some up, some thin, narrow, spiky looking greenery. That would be around that. And if you go over, if you go back and add some of the screen and you go over your flowers, that's good too. Because then it makes it look like they're in the meadow and not just lying on top in front of the meadow. Do some leaves.
Yeah. Wow. Wow.
So I don't know. What do you think? Is that done?
It's amazing. It's lovely.
Real nice. I like it.
I like it too.
So did that help? You able to pull this up closer so you can see the variation?
Okay, hold on, hold that. So two. Oh, that's nice. Ooh. Wow, Cindy, that's awesome.
You want me to hold it up higher? I don't know.
Sure, you're doing great. Please, come on. Whoa. So good. Thank you. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Change to
So
lemon.
that's quick and easy flowers. They're not realistic, but they are still fun and fanciful. There's something that you can work up real quick. For instance, if you want to decorate mugs as a present for somebody or a housewarming or something, you can go get some ceramic mugs, and you can get them at Michael's. I think they were on sale last week for 99 cents. And you can take gloss paint. There's paints for glass, gloss paints, and you can do the same technique around the mug. Don't go up near where the lip's going to touch the mug, but you can go up to, 2/3 of the way and start with your green base and then build your flower garden around it. And that's an awesome gift. I would love that kind of a gift. You can do it on a box. This is designed by Kathy Langdon. Hold on.
Pretty.
So this was a design she had come up with. I'm not quite sure what these are. I think they're supposed to be black-eyed Susans and maybe some lupine. Lupin, whatever. The side of the box that she had designed is this. So that's what the side of the box looks like. Oh, I forgot those little things there. So if that inspires you to do that, let's see about those little things. So things there would be.
You see mine?
Oops, hold on. I'll spotlight you.
No, you don't have to.
I do. Oh, that's beautiful.
It's a wild garden.
Oh, I love it. It's beautiful, Cheryl.
As soon as I look, she does that.
I know, she doesn't want to be seen, but she's a beautiful lady.
Actually, I'm signing off. I got to get going. But thank you. This was great.
Thank you, Cheryl. Hope to see you again next week. And get on our emailing list if you aren't already.
Okay,
And we'll
definitely.
notify you what we're going to do next week and the supplies.
Cool. Thank you.
Here, Cheryl.
Good night, Cheryl.
Good night. Bye.
Bye-bye.
So, okay.
Party next week.
Terry, how you doing?
I'm doing okay. Where are you? There you are.
Let's see.
Oh, pretty. Yeah, lean the top towards us. There you
There
go.
we go. Great job. Oh my gosh.
Oh, look at that. She looks like she's got trees in the background and oh my God, that's gorgeous. I love that.
I wanted to tell you I found a new brush the other day
Yeah?
that I did the clouds with. It's
Oh, what's one?
at Joann's. It's called a loop brush.
Show me. Oh, I haven't played.
It's got a hole. It's like it was real long bristles and then they tucked them back.
Right. I've seen them. I haven't played with it yet. Can you show us how you used it?
Sure. Just wet it, wet your brush
Yeah.
and dampen it out, because you don't want it too watery.
Right.
And then, where you at? This is not easy up here.
Yeah.
So you take it and you kind of scrub it. And then you could just see, this is kind of hard doing it like this.
That gives you the idea. Yeah, that's pretty
Yeah. And then you could just do it like that.
very
Let it dry and then go back over it with white to highlight it a little more.
Very nice. And I love your sample of your flowers. That's awesome.
Some of those are just not good for me. Those have to have a lot of practice. It doesn't matter how easy they are.
Right, right. And we're doing a little, so really is not a big deal if they're not perfect.
But that's what the clouds look like when I done them.
Lean it, the top toward, right. Oh yeah, there you go. Those are beautiful. Those are beautiful. They look so fluffy.
So.
Gonna have to get me one of those brushes.
I know, I did look out when Joanne had 60% off, and I think they were $7.99, so they were only like $3 or $4.
Cool. That's not bad at all. Yeah, they had 60% off July 4th, I think.
I know, and I wasn't able to use my coupon because I was at a friend's house and she didn't live near Joanne's.
Well, you can't have her as a friend anymore then.
And I'm trying to get her to do a little more painting too, but you know, she's handicapped, but she gets around like anybody else.
Oh, awesome.
So
you keep working on her. You tell her.
I'm gonna tell her about you guys. This is just wonderful. I've really enjoyed it a lot.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you for joining us.
Nice.
You know, we have about 9 episodes on Cindy's website and on YouTube, so you can watch the older episodes and, you know,
okay.
Too, and let us know what you think.
Oh, okay, I will. Yeah, because I just accidentally found you on Facebook or somewhere, popped up, and so I will go and look.
Awesome. Well, I'm really happy to meet you and to see. Honestly, I'm happy to be able to have somebody else doing the project too. Because a lot of times I'm by myself and I'm like, what was it supposed to look like that? And it makes me feel really good to have somebody.
I don't look like hers. What am I doing wrong?
Right.
Teacher, come and help.
Exactly.
The good thing is they don't have to look like mine.
Right.
I'm happy with it. So I give you the basics and I'll help you to create shapes, you know, forms and definition. But beyond that, I mean, it's pretty easy going. It's pretty easy going. And you're doing a good job. I love what you've done. You're doing a great job.
I'm working on an angel right now.
Oh, are ya? Do you have it handy to show us?
Yeah, if you want to see it.
Sure.
Absolutely. Cindy, while she's getting her angel, can you show? Oh, that's okay. I've got something good here.
Oh, back her away a little bit. Oh, look at that.
It's the Jamie Mills price.
Yep. And I like the foggy or the wispy.
Yeah. She's going to have stars coming out of her basket.
Oh, cool.
That's adorable.
And it's a large mitten?
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah, so
I love Jamie Mills.
15 inches long.
Wow, that's a big mitten. Yeah, I love Jamie Mills' Price. I've done a lot of her paintings as well. They're really fun and easy to do for people. Well, did you say something, Melissa?
Excuse me?
Oh, I thought Melissa might have wanted to say something. Oh, okay. Go ahead, Terry.
Okay, well, that's it.
Okay. Let's go see who else is in the room. I know David said he's not painting with us this week, but maybe next week.
We'll see.
Yeah, I probably won't be here next Thursday, but the next Thursday.
Okay.
Well, very good. I'm so happy you were here. And David, I look forward to actually really meeting you.
Yeah, I'm really happy to have gotten to find you guys and having this. This is just so nice to do.
It is, isn't it? It's easy and comfortable, and you can watch it again and again and go back, or, you know, sometimes we get pretty entertaining.
Not today.
I just go to the website. You'll have it listed or something. I'm on the email.
Oh,
You're
good.
So you'll get an email every week of what we're doing, and it's going to be the same room.
Okay.
You want to, if you want to jot that number down, it's going to be the same room, and the title just changes, but it's the same way you got in tonight. That's what you're going to do next Thursday.
Okay.
Now,
Yeah.
are you on Twitter?
No, I haven't yet. I can. Easy.
Do you want to tell her, Melissa, you want to tell her about our
Twitter?
Absolutely. Well, we're going to have a Twitter party. So it's starting tomorrow, but every Friday night, we're going to do questions and answers about the projects that we did the day before. And then there'll be prizes that you can win. So if you're on Twitter, you want to use the hashtag #PaintWithHeart or PaintWithCindy.
Paint with Cindy? Okay, I'll sign this up after I get off here.
Okay, that sounds great.
You know how that is. Tomorrow night, you can always do that.
right?
It'll be fun.
And there'll be prizes where I have brushes and stencils and
or download.
download
Oh,
pattern.
that's wonderful. Yeah, I had to use a worn out angle brush tonight instead of a Deerfoot.
And that's okay because it worked, didn't it? Because you got beautiful flowers. So
I had to do that too for those little flowers.
it's kind of improvise, you just improvise and it works.
Those little ones, though, that geranium was so nice. I would have to watch that a little more over and over.
Yeah.
Well, this will be on replay on the website, cindyharrisonart.com. And
It's
there's
what?
Cindy Harrison
Oh, okay.
art.com. And it has, you scroll down on the page, you'll see Cindy Harrison, Paint with Heart. You scroll down and there's a Paint with Heart section.
Okay.
And in there, it's all the episodes that we've done for the past
Oh, okay.
2 months, 3 months.
Yeah. We lost count.
I believe this is our number 10th episode.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Well, I'm not too far behind, but
Not at all. If you wanted to get daring, you could take some burnt sienna. It's a reddish brown color.
right.
And I'm going to dab this. So where the daisy at the base of the daisy center, I can dab it in there at each base. Does it, hold on. I suppose I should.
I could do that.
I got it. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to go in and just touch in.
Oh yeah, so just so you know, now she goes to where she starts really showing off with the details.
Yeah.
Something she's trying to.
Do a little smoochy right in the middle. A little smoochy in the middle.
Right when I thought I was getting it.
And now you go with the stylus and you take that and you make dots around it, or you take the yellow and you do dots around it. If I was on this bigger one, hold this up for you. Do dots.
Oh, okay.
Oh wow.
So it kind of looks like pollen or something like that, or?
Yep.
For perfection. It's awesome.
So. Do.
Sure, look at mine.
Oops, hold on.
Oh, that looks nice.
Yep, you did it. Beautiful.
A little brown in there.
Yeah, I like the yarrow.
That came out gorgeous.
And them little blue things, I forgot what they were called.
I was calling mine chive.
Yeah, and then I got their little furry bottoms on.
They could be bachelor buttons, I think. I'm not sure. I don't know a lot about flowers, but keep your highlights to the top.
Got it.
Tippy top.
So on the blue ones, I think one or two of them is upside down.
So you're right.
But it's okay.
I'm gonna add some white and light.
Yeah. As long as you like it, we're good.
No, I need to know. I need to know these things. It's hard to follow along first time around.
Well, thanks, guys, for this. I got to get the dogs out. They want to go out.
Yeah, I think we're nearing the end too. It's almost 9:30, so.
And after this, I'm doing another show where we're going to be talking about the 4 agreements. So we have I have a discussion show where we kind of just talk about whatever topic. So it has anything to do with painting, but it's a lot to do with life. If you're interested
Okay.
in whatever, like you just can't get enough Cindy and Melissa, we can sit down for another hour. It's on a different show though, and it's $5.
Okay. Well, I'll go get the Twitter account and put hashtag Paint with Cindy.
Awesome.
Thanks.
So we'll see you maybe tomorrow night again soon, Terry, right?
Right. Oh, what time tomorrow night?
It starts at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern.
9 Eastern. Yeah, where
Well,
are you?
I'm in Iowa.
Iowa. So in the middle.
I'm in the central.
8 p.m. So, yeah, and then if you're late, the nice thing about that is you put the hashtag in and you can catch up.
Okay.
Okay?
So it's 6 o'clock tomorrow night.
Yeah. So,
Terry.
why don't you close out and we'll stop the recording? Say your.
Okay. So I'll say the recording.
Oh, wait, you do a recap of everything you did? Like you did before?
I clicked stop video.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Thank you
I
all.
should have had that clubbed a long time ago. All right, guys.
Take care,
See you
Terry.
later. Bye.
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 So thank you all for coming. Terry, Donnie, Cheryl, David, and Lisa and Samantha. And thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Thank you, Melissa, for being my co-host yet again. And everyone for making this a wonderful evening. Until next time, paint with heart.
Bye-bye.
Bye, David.